Hello, everyone. So, the topic that I'm going to be covering today is gluconeogenesis. And gluconeogenesis is essentially the making of new glucose molecules from sources like proteins or triglycerides. Our body only does this when we have run out of glucose sources, either from the food that we eat or from the glycogen stored in our liver. Our body does this because glucose is a vital source of energy for many organs in our body, especially the brain and red blood cells, which can only use glucose. So, when I first started learning about gluconeogenesis, I only thought that it would maybe be used in cases of like severe starvation and that sort of thing, because that's, when you're not eating your carbohydrates and you think that that's when it would happen. But it actually also happens when we are sleeping and we are exercising, or if you have gone through some type of trauma. And although we do use glucogenesis in those situations, it's not nearly as severe as what would happen in times of severe starvation. And for gluconeogenesis, I did draw a little diagram here, but I think it's backwards, at least to you guys. So for proteins, they can either become the ketogenic amino acids, which can't be used, or they can become the glucogenic amino acids, which can be derived to make that glucose. Or the second mechanism is to use triglycerides, which can either make fatty acids or they can make glycerol, which can be used to make glucose. So those are the two mechanisms. And one important thing is that if we are using a protein source and say we do go into a period of severe starvation or fasting, the only thing that's bad with that is we will eventually be using amino acids from our heart tissue, our organ proteins, and whenever that happens, it will lead to death eventually. So, yeah, that is gluconeogenesis. Thanks, everyone.